Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason why they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's May. Open man, it's Palmer. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they will tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 32. 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns first down.
And they'll side handoff. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. This ball caught by McIntosh. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Patriots nothing.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. May. He finds Douglas complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Hobbs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Douglas, the man in motion. From the gun, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's May. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now the first carry here for the running back. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you give them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we transition into the 2nd half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Throwing, Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Get it!
To throw now, here's Sanders. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Hit! Back up, 65, victorious.
To throw is Sanders. And he will find his man on the outside. Just a gain of a couple there.
And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Sanders to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving. He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready? 70, Timberwolves.
Sanders once more. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Panther 11.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. To the air, May. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Palmer. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. May going to bat this one forward. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll throw with May. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Palmer. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's May. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing here is May. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Keyshawn Butte with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in the conference.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 65. 60 vices, 60 vices.
Looking to throw. Sanders. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
19 Lions. Go.
From the gun, it's Shador. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that last throw, not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. To throw again, here's Sanders. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. From the shotgun, Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Okay, ready?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. New England's offense set to go. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. In motion, the tight end. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On first down, Palmer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They run the counter. It's Palmer. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's May. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything
gets a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And this is the Ravens wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. The Saints trying to get their record back to 500 at 5-5. They lead here at the half. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's the Bengals running back. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bengals with a big lead on the road at the half. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Campbell making the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
70, Timberwolf. Dragon 60. Ready.
Sanders going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
60 Bison. Mustang 19.
Now Sanders. This ball caught by McIntosh.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Safety Ranger. Come on. Kevin Byron. Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Okay, break. Get 19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 1st career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England trying to get to place on offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their 1st drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
Now a handoff up the middle. Palmer.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns 18.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's in the midst of an MVP-caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards, as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And he is caught. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
Let's go. Ready.
Tootin fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England's offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle they go. It's Palmer. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Palmer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing, Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Oh, he's got him in wide open. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Palmer. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Whenever I get your money up, believe what I got for money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put it on everything that I love.
May now off the bootleg. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looking to throw. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. On his loop for the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Gets past one man. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
For a lot of guys play in this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Sanders to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
It's a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Sanders. For left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Come on. Check the eagle.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Bashal Tootin taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So the Patriots now down by 5. 1:55 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Number 88. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4. May going to bat this one forward. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They'll run the jet sweep with Douglas. On this one, and may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. That's caught by Palmer. And some room to run now. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. They'll run on first down. Palmer. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. May going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cleveland offense making their way out. A lot
lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's second and a yard.
It's a game of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds with a first down with 11 seconds remaining. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Shador. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here comes second down.
Here we go, set. Pass the 60, pass the 60.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true, because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So for the Pats, they keep pace.